Frameshift drive charging.
No, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, whatever you may be. My name is Endub, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Fuel stops, panicked as they are, notwithstanding, I am on my way off to Guardian space. For those of you that are in the know, you already know why that is the case, but first off, thank you to my newest subscriber. Once again, you have deigned to remain anonymous. That or I have reached a critical mass and YouTube is no longer actually telling me who my new subscribers are. I don't actually know on this. But regardless, you have joined this facet of the Eternal Crusade against the abominable intelligences of the algorithm, and I and every other content creator on the platform, thank you for your support. Enough about meta stuff. In today's news, the Molinism Reformation Party, not Molinist Reformation Party, but they do represent the Neo-Molinist Liberation Army, and is attempting to broker a peace deal between the Empire and NMLA. And quite frankly, I am skeptical, as are other politicos on all sides of the argument. Even among the Molinist colonies there is dissent, and quite frankly, this sounds like a shit sandwich wrapped up in a bad idea.
Fuel scooping.
Meanwhile, Sirius Atmospherics has received all the materials necessary to put their detailed surface scanner Mod 1 on the market, which should be happening soon, TM. And that's basically it on those two stories. No earth-shattering kabooms just yet. Moving on. The big fish in today's news, Aegis and Salvation are at it again. They are fighting over rare resources, which everyone called it, obviously. But Guardian artifacts, once again, Aegis wants them, Salvation wants them. Now, interestingly enough, to spice up the pot, Aegis is simply offering a 5% reduction in technology broker costs for each tier of the community goal achieved for 4 weeks after the 2nd of July, up to 25% off. Now, this is all for Guardian human Guardian hybrid technology. Salvation, interestingly enough, is offering a focused, long-range, high-penetration Class 2 Guardian Shard Cannon. Basically, it's a human Guardian hybrid tech space shotgun. I don't know anyone that regularly uses it.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's one of those strange ones. It's kind of like not the flak cannon, well, whatever. I'm actually not sure which side to throw my support behind this go around. For example, Salvation is talking a talk about an existential threat to humanity. And meanwhile, Aegis allegedly has the support of the Federation, Empire, and Alliance. And all three consider depriving Aegis of resources a crime. However, one could say that doesn't necessarily have the weight of truth behind it, or at least as much impact as the weight of law used to have. Because, well, the Federation didn't exactly offer shelter, support, or hell, even an escort fleet to the Aegis megaship Alexandria. One moment while I check where my next fuel stop is, so I have 3 jumps to it. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
But the Pilots Federation is taking sides in this matter, as any modules received from the Taurus Mining Ventures vessel, which, if anyone remembers, is the face that Aegis is using to interact with the rest of the galaxy. Now, I don't necessarily know if this is any modules received from Taurus Mining Ventures or any modules picked up on the vessel itself, but they will be basically marked with a crime, rendering them hot, requiring laundering before installation. And there also is the question of whether Aegis is or is not just a continuation of the Intergalactic Naval Research Arm, which honestly, for that group, the phrase war crimes fits them quite nicely. So after some consideration, I think I am going to say a pox on both their houses, and pick up a hefty littering fine, and toss a bunch of Guardian artifacts out the airlock into Martian orbit. However, this does give me an excuse to show off how to bulk collect Guardian artifacts without needing an SRV, because eagle-eyed viewers actually probably haven't seen the fact that I have a shitload of collectors. Actually, scratch that. It pops up every time I jump into a system. Yes. For this, you will need a hold full of collector limpets, because it's not exactly an exact science. But hopefully this next jump will transition me to my end goal of the Sinufe NL-NC23-4 system, where there is another Guardian ruin.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Alrighty then. So, what you're going to want to do, everyone, for this method of Guardian materials collection is get your ass to a Guardian ruins. And then you need to get in close. Not too close, though. Only about 250 meters, not 250 kilometers. Not 20, not 50. You'll want a relatively flat one. And you don't want to zoom in too damn fast. And let's get down just a little bit further. There we go. We have an altitude of just a hair under. There's our target altitude. Now, what you're going to want to do is be at an angle and rotate. And then you are going to disgorge limpet drones.
Landing gear retracted.
So, I had some technical difficulties with my cargo scoop. The main problem being that I had, for some reason, turned it off.
Cargo scoop deployed.
So,
Programming limpet
the
drone.
main problem with this method of collection is that it is something of a brute force attack to basically try and force the limpets to pick up cargo that they normally cannot. And so the best variant of this is to actually be in a very large
Collector
ship,
limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
have a shitload of limpets, and multiple limpet controllers that can control multiples of limpets. And see, most likely I am not going to be able to get anything on cam of it actually
Collector limpet expired.
picking up
Programming
anything off
limpet
the
drone.
surface. And in fact, what is more likely is that I will it will be faster for me to collect everything using the SRV that I have in my ship. Because I do have an SRV with me.
Collector limpet expired.
See?
Programming limpet drone.
So anyway, I thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that little bell for notifications, and to join me in my eternal crusade against YouTube and its insulting algorithms. And hopefully I will see you all in the next video.
Collector limpet expired.